By yesterday morning, though, it was Queen of the South who had slipped back into the pack, and Thistle now 5 points off the safety position. Thistle Queens right now then, with David.
As welcomes go, it was as warm as the reception Prince Harry would get from the British Legion. Dick Campbell back in Division 1, 4 minutes gone, and memories of his start at Brecon no doubt still seared into his brain. Queen celebrating the early goal, Willie Gibson's shot spooned, Derek Lyle scooping up the rebound. Thistle's fragile confidence might have cracked several weeks ago, but John Lambie instilled grit and determination in his short spell in charge. Evidence that they're still intact came from Kenny Milne. Thistle are seen as the great underachievers of the division, but there were signs of getting things together. Andy Gibson with the confidence to have a go. Armand Oni benefited from the bounce of the ball. Perhaps some sympathy for Colin Scott, whose save was decent, but the ball didn't clear the bar. Oni bundling Thistle level. This was as important a game for Queens as it was for Thistle, with Willie Gibson showing up well for the Doonhamers, his contribution not matched by that of Paul Burns. Burns certainly a promising midfielder, but hardly prolific in the goal-scoring stakes. Derek Fleming's free kick allowed Thistle to go into the break ahead, thanks in no small part to David Craig. The Queen's defender lifting the ball over his own goalkeeper. Scott's feelings clear enough. Not sure if there was a shout, but the ball should have been Scott's. Queens came out fighting after the restart. Gibson again providing the main threat. Arthur relatively untroubled this time. If that was a half chance, Gibson's set piece presented Lyle with a real chance to make it 2-2. The reactions of the Queen's players suggested as much. Signs for Dick Campbell that there's still a lot of work to be done. Oni, who had attracted attention from the Premier League earlier in the season, gave glimpses of the form that attracted admiring glances from the likes of Dunfermline. A new lease of life for the big man? Perhaps, but you have to know where to draw the line. Don't start believing your own press. The least said the better, I suppose, but at least he had the confidence to have a go even from a ridiculous range. Lyle also had a go, better placed. The save from Arthur, a telling one, denying Lyle once again. On another day, he might have scored 3. This day, Thistle were to score 3. Another own goal, Eric Payton's touch, leaving Dick, I think, quietly pleased. Payton deceived by the bounce from Fleming's delivery to give Thistle a 2-goal cushion for just the second time this season. The visitors fought to the end, but for Dick and Jimmy Bone it was a good day in their first league match in charge. The cup tie with Hearts will take care of itself. The priority will be to climb the league.
It's the worst defensive performance we've put on this season, no doubt about it. We've left the lads in the changing room there knowing that, and if we get that again, there'll be people going out the door, definitely. That's not acceptable from my team.
Well, a much happier manager in the studio with me this Sunday lunchtime, Dick Campbell. A great start.
Certainly was. I agree with Ian. I thought they defended fairly, but the spirit shown is what we're looking for. We've lost a goal in the first 4 minutes, which you know, you think everything else is all collapsing. It was a soft goal to lose, I've got to say. Disappointed in that. But all credit to them, they've come back, and it doesn't really matter how you score goals when you're in the bottom of the league. You just want to get points on the board, Jim. Exactly,
and a lot of your fans have been emailing us. Carol McGowan says it was great to watch the Jags win again and have some fight in them. We will avoid relegation, and as far as you and Jimmy are concerned, Dick, that's what you have to do.
Look, that's obvious, you know. Nobody's going to make it easy. We just got to look after our own backyard. And I'm afraid boring, take it as it comes, you know. We've got Hearts on Wednesdays, you know, and then we're away up to Perth next week.
Is this cup tie a distraction for you?
No, it's a way of bringing some needed finance into the club. I might do 1 or 2 things on Wednesday night and try 1 or 2 things. We'll go and it's the next game, Jim, to be honest. We'll get into the game and see if we can get through to the next round. But again, you know, the priority definitely is to stay in this league.
Well, let's have a look at the goals which led to Thistle winning that match yesterday. And as you said already, Dick, it was a bad goal to lose this one.
It's a soft goal because, you know, there's 3 opportunities there for the ball to get closed down. He's cutting from the right-hand side, he's went past 3 players, and you've got to say that, you know, Kenny Arthur would be disappointed in that. And also disappointed the defenders didn't go and chase the forward into it.
Armandoni's got you back into the game, and you've gone 2-1 up before half-time, but a wee bit of luck involved there?
Well, I think there's a wee bit of confusion in you know, between David Craig and Colin Scott, but all credit to our players to go and match it, you know. You've got to put yourself in there, and you get your rewards from it. You can see there again, it's, you know, players are backing it up, and that's what you're wanting, is anything in that goal material.
And if Derek Fleming is swinging those balls in, you're going to get some luck now and again, aren't you?
Well, I've known Derek, I've worked with him for a long time, and, you know, he's got a magnificent left-footed delivery and free kicks and corner kicks, and he's always going to be a problem, particularly with Armand and boys like that, and Madashi up there. But you need good deliveries for it, you know, for these boys to get in the end of them.
How long will it take you just to settle in, get to know every one of the players, all their strengths and their weaknesses?
That's a difficult one because the time of year it is. We're in the window, we've only got a fortnight to go. But what I've seen so far, again, you know, you always get an upsurge and everything when a new manager takes over. If I lose goals like that, I'll be changing things, there's no doubt about that. My players know that, but you know, in terms of how they go about their job, you can see what they've done in the last couple of weeks. I mean, that's Falkirk now. They've beaten. They went to St Mirren, they've drawn with Hearts, and we've won. So it tells you there's a lot to work with there, and the spirit is good. And we'll just take our time, but you know, I've only got a fortnight to make up my mind about them all.
Briefly, can you get any players in before the end of the window?
If I need them, I've no doubt about that. But you know, I'm a straight guy, and I'll give everybody at this club an opportunity to prove to me and to Jimmy that they want to stay at this club and want to play and want to fight.
Dick, we'll talk more later. Thanks very much indeed.